For T2s, that's useful, yeah, I guess, yeah. Wait, can you reroll T3s? Can I nuke all my shitty T3s? Why didn't I know this? There's... Let's test. Bro, I didn't know this. Why do I have so many of these stupid fucking Ashen Plains? Senate Oriums. Canyon of Szechuan Chickens. This is gonna turn into a giant circle, though, where it's just gonna convert into more. Oh, my God, this is gonna be funny. It can reroll into itself? That's funny. Still has like an ungodly amount of maps. Ah, that's probably why. Because you downgrade or whatever, but this is so nice. Because I died at 98, so I've been doing a lot of maps. What would I be at? I'm like over like probably like 1,250 maps for the season done. Oh, thanks for the follow. I probably would have, but this just ruined all that. All right, looking better. Yeah, we all do. Literally everyone who plays this game. Doesn't make any sense. Wow. Apparently they can't change it, so blue maps can't drop, but there should be easy workarounds. For real. No, not even. See, that's just a band-aid to the problem. I'm against all that kind of shit. I don't know. Those are all band-aids. If they can't not make blue maps drop, just make it so blue maps are as rare as mirrors and make it rain white maps. Surely you can do that. Make a blue map the new meme. I guess I could finish this map at some point. Oh, Kenai's quitting? Yeah, that was a good one, though. Finally got tired of doing all the work and getting none of the credit, eh? No cap. I'm gonna buy orbs and Geet is gonna show up. I'm gonna go grab these noodles, so they should be ready. Be back 2 minutes. Wait, Senpai's going back to full-time streamer? Is he done this stint working on that game or whatever then? Or are you capping? Ain't no way. Why does every D2 streamer think they're gonna be the next fucking PoE streamer? I don't get it. If you weren't big in PoE, how the fuck are you gonna be big in PoE too? The PoE gods are established. Like, you're gonna get fucking buried in the fucking category underneath everyone else. I don't know. Who the fuck wants to watch Senpai knows nothing about the game play through PoE 2 and like struggle bus? That's cool. Not. That's fucking sad. Bro. I don't know. It's like, it's like PT2. Like, would I have any other viewers if I'm playing Lost Ark or anything? No. I'm a small fish in a small pond. The reason Senpai was like, stream did well is because he was a small fish in the small pond, you know? He wasn't competing versus fucking. Like, just be aware of that. Like, I don't know. And I say that because he's not the only. I'm the only D2 streamer I know that is like talking about like PoE 2. It's like, and people are gonna be watching the people who they watch play PoE. Flies back to Canada. Good. He'll be within punching range again. Little bitch ass senpai. Oh yeah, like it's okay, but it's still. The reason I've never considered myself a host streamer or whatever is because it's a dead end job. Like, where do you go? How do you go back to like real work and shit like that? One of the Lost Ark streamers got invited to the Amazon game studio in Seattle to work with them for a little bit, and like 2 hours into like working, he was just like, "This is so much work! Like, oh my god, like, fucking being on someone else's time and shit compared to just like sitting there chilling and shit." It's like it's something to do for a little bit or something, or as a hobby, or while like it's like one of those things where like I guess if you're young too, you know, like if you're young, like yeah, stream, you know, make your bag or whatever. But like if you're a 35-year-old man and you're getting into streaming and YouTube or some shit like that, it's like I don't know, man. And that's my opinion. And opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. What, you don't think Kai Cenat's doing good, Exu? Or like XQC or those other guys? Fuck that. They're some of the most influential, powerful people. Like, oh, I see. What are you saying? Good point. Good counterpoint. sure. But does that mean like they shouldn't try or something? You know, like as a counterexample, you know, there's Sidney Crosby's from Canada, right? He like inspired an entire young generation of like kids to like play and try to like be good at hockey and just like be super competitive and like try to be like the best, you know? How many of them made? How many parents wasted tons of money on hockey equipment? Their kids were dog shit, but like, you know. So I don't know. Shoot your shot while you're young is basically the idea. Like, if I ever have kids, I'm gonna tell them that do whatever you want while you're young because you don't get those options once you get older. Like, yeah, there's a bunch of small people who just they like me. They just enjoy what they do, you know. Introverted people who enjoy how it gets them interacting with others and shit like that. Spoiler alert. I think tempering the child's expectations on like, or like if they're like a teenager or something like say or whatever, you know, like yeah, yeah, I see. It's like I've been watching Dota 2 forever, and like a bunch of the people in the Dota 2 scene have quote retired. Every single person has somehow stayed within the Dota scene in some way, shape or like none of them are like I don't hear about the Dota pro that went back and became a used car salesman or that picked up a 9 to 5. They're like stuck within it, you know. I see them as stuck. I don't know. Maybe they enjoy it, but like, what are you gonna do when you're 40? How are you gonna go back to a real job after like 10 years of Dota or some shit? I always thought that was technically against the rules, but I think it's happened and people reported and nothing happened for it. So I don't know. I don't understand the true rule behind that. Obviously, it's good manners. Uh, you know what? You know what? That's actually the best way to do it. Let the community enforce it. You know, if you're known as a gear stealer or whatever, you just won't be allowed in groups and shit like that. Like, I think that's actually the best. When we were doing dungeons before, the people that would die, we would keep their gear. But funnily enough, At that point, it was so late into the season, they just wouldn't log back on. We'd keep their gear for like days, and they just wouldn't come back. It was the opposite way. That's what I mean. We're waiting for days for them to come back. They're like, no. But like, if you're doing dungeons, you're pushing the 99. If you die that late into the season, whatever, like, you're not coming back to MF or whatever. You know, MFing was done. And all that shit was done. Luckily, mine wasn't. I mean, you have to honor the roll. That is rules, though, right? Is it not? Or no, they took that away because of allocated loot or whatever, right? Isn't that right? Yeah, the one I was thinking of was the cold zone, yeah. That always fucking go near a fucking door. Bloodbringer fucking walks to the side. Boom! Every fucking time around doors, man. That one, yeah. I know exactly what door you're talking about. I can see it in my fucking head. Holy fuck. Fucking try to tell people. Man, that made me think of something. Doing dungeons was actually kind of fun because there's like always the risk of someone just fucking dying or whatever. It'd be sick if they had like some kind of event or whatever. They just like gave like two 8-man groups like free characters or whatever, sent them into some like crazy ass dungeons like Turbo Juice or something, and see how long they could live or some shit. Just have people die, but it's like they wouldn't have to invest, you know? Because it's fun playing those high level characters and doing dungeons, so the risk is fun, but then you get fucking one shot and it's not so much fun. Create some of those like hardcore WoW like rip clips or whatever. Sort of. He sort of smart. I've always given them the reap, and then I create the content myself too. I'm part of the cycle, you know. I feed the machine too. What's that? In PD2 or what? Being toxic? Wild guess? I hope you did. Hmm? Hmm? Okay. I mean, when in Rome, I'll tell a story. I usually turn into like air shit out on stream. I find it tacky in general. But I banned Loot Pit before I started streaming the season. Because I told you before, I don't like him. He's just kind of a fucking troll. And I have to, like, correct or, like, tell him not to say shit. Which is just kind of fucking annoying. So he DMs me in game and he's like, yo, why am I banned on your stream? Damn. And I was like, I told him exactly why. They're just like, straight up, just. And in the message where I told him why he's banned, I also said, I really like you. But I said, liking you is such a fucking chore. And he responded by calling me weird and said good luck, and that was it. So, it's like, dude, I just gave you like the most straight up, like heart to heart, man to man answer I could. And I even included the part where I said I like you. And when people have nothing to say, they call you weird these days.